Hot Top Sports where the takes don't miss.
The prof with the stats, the chance with the fist.
Water bringing fire, cowboy tie riding
bull.
Bulls calling bets, watch the stories unfold. And it's truly eyebrows
Running the show.
It's Hot Top Sports, baby.
Let's get it, let's go. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to High Top Sports for Monday Mashup. On the board! Choo-choo! Boy, oh boy, what a weekend have we have here, boys and girls. We're going to talk about Alabama taking down the Gators. Head coach, we're going to be talking about LSU just doing what LSU normally does when they've got the season in their hands. Tennessee versus Alabama. Georgia played Ole Miss. What are we talking about? I just like saying Alabama. Mizzou hangs on against Auburn in the Holy War. I should have remembered that Napier is not a collegiate quarterback, and Kyle Whittingham has lost his fastball, and went with the other Mormons. And I'm really sad about my pick-ems. But we're also going to be talking about obviously the firings that happened and the potential firings that could be happening over the next couple of days. Cody the Professor joins us. Ty, as you see, is not here. After the Florida State's fourth loss in a row, I think we have our Holly 2.0. He's nowhere to be found, Cody.
Oh, he's somewhere to be found.
I just kidding.
He out there, Zach Wilson in it.
You gotta get him. He'll be here in just a minute. He's running a little bit late. Yeah, I can't wait to chit chat with him to see which team. We made a bet at the beginning of the year for those of you that are just joining and just become part of this family. We've grown a lot over the last couple of days here. We surpassed 27,000 subs, which is absolutely incredible. A lot of members have joined. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. But the bet was if they didn't win more than 6 games, you got to pick a new team. So I sent him a text on Saturday night, like about midnight when the game was about said and done. I go, so who are you guys taking? Who's your new team? And he goes, I really don't want to have to pick a new team. I would. If I were him, I think he's kind of has like a nice little out. But we'll get his thoughts and opinions on that here in just a moment. Obviously, Florida, they let go of Billy Napier, which was the big one. I wonder if FSU, they're having conversations, and we'll wait for Ty to kind of dive into that. If they're waiting maybe till another loss, like he's kind of where Billy was 2 weeks ago, right? Before the A&M game.
It's a lot of money. You have to, when you're talking almost $100 million, you got to really have your ducks in a row before you pull the trigger on that. I mean, that is money, and then you got to go find another guy. So that's money that, I mean, that's a shit ton of money.
I put
does it fall off? Does Mike Norvell's? Can we talk about that for a sec? Let's see if his buyout, like if there's a year where it falls off.
Not by much. So it doesn't fall off by much. The
approximately amount.
Go ahead.
58 million. It's not 100. It's not 90 million. It's 58 million is approximately what would be due.
Yeah, the 100 million comes into play with the other coaches. I mean, they just went and hired Gus Malzahn. They hired the defensive coordinator from Nebraska. Like, it's everybody that's involved, right? So there's a lot of. I mean, when they gave Norvell the money, they doubled down and was like, well, we're already in it. Might as well just go ahead and put it everywhere else. So that's kind of where.
Could we see a firing and they just promote?
Gus. Yeah, I mean, they're in a great position. Yeah, they're in a great position, in my opinion, where they at least went and got a reputable. Hey, now obviously he'll be the interim, but with how the coaching carousel looks like it's going to be this year, you almost got to play.
Maybe they wait a year.
That's what I'm thinking, right?
You interim for a year.
You could wait a year because of the situation, but we got to wait for Ty because I want to pick his brain. Like, he's probably where we were with Napier, and I think why this will be a fun conversation because we'll have clear lenses looking at this, right? Because we don't have like an emotional feel to this. Yeah. Like with the Napier situation, when people were like trying to have like logical conversations, ourselves included, it was just like we were just seeing red. You know what I mean? Like we were over. We didn't care. Like we don't care what the product is anymore. We just give us an opportunity to see something different. That's kind of where we were especially after Saturday. I was going to blow an absolute gasket. I would have been genuinely, like, I probably would have been way worse if we lost to Mississippi State because of just how the game went.
Well, we tried to.
I mean, with every inch of our body, we tried to.
I mean, they run the ball and then kick a field goal. It's over. It's done. Somebody out Billy.
I can't believe they didn't run the ball. They were in field goal range already. But the other big one, there's our guy. Our other big one is Hugh Freeze, obviously. The question is going to be who's going to be first. Is it going to be Hugh? Is it going to be Mike Norvell? Ty, how you feeling, big guy?
How you feeling, Bob?
You still got a tree up your ass? I'm just kidding. Go Cards, baby.
I'm just getting dialed in. I needed to let off some steam last night. You know, I did.
I love it. How you feeling, big guy? I told everyone that you quit the show a minute ago, but I was
that was fake news. Fake news.
Fake news.
Let me tell you what's not fake news is Norvell's ass getting out of Tallahassee. That is not fake news. It's over 400 days since we've won an ACC game, and we just got beat by Stanford.
The powerhouse of the West, bro. Come on now.
They ain't been good since Jim Harbaugh was a coach. We did get beat by a tree.
That's why I said you got a trip rat. You know what's funny is Holly
without Christian McCaffrey,
our old FSU fan. He goes, "We would have fired him, our Norvell first, but we were, West Coast time." I go, "Florida beat you again. We're even better at firing our coach than you guys are." You lost. You know what I love?
It's rough.
I love the fact that us beating Mississippi State allows for us not to have two losses. You guys will still hang on to that record, and we're not looking back. All right, we were close. We had our chance, but the great thing is you guys are going to hold the record for winning 2 games and 3 games the following year. Maybe next year you'll get to 4. Right? I like the progress.
Yeah, that's where. I should be 50 by the time we actually have a chance to compete again. So everything's fine.
So I mean, in a weird way. And not in a weird way, it's the fact. FSU seems to be worse off by a long shot than Florida. And here's why I say this. 1, because of the financial burden that you are in, right? Yeah. And then 2, you can say, oh, well, we have the transfer portal, which is fine, but Florida State has completely went away from recruiting. Now, obviously, Florida could lose their class because of, I know that. But the talent at FSU is not there because of FSU. Where Florida, we've heard that, hey, we're here for Florida. The coach is going to matter, but we're here for bigger things. I don't know if that's the same thing for Florida State. I could be wrong, but it just feels like they could take a big slap to the face here. What are your thoughts to that?
I don't know where we go. There was so much promise. And honestly, if he would have lost to Alabama, he probably would have. If he would have lost to Alabama, he probably would have fired already. So I kind of wish we would just went ahead and lost to Alabama.
Real quick to that point.
You were winning a national championship that week.
I know. I felt really good about it. I'm not gonna lie.
I was thinking about that today. I go, it's crazy how long ago that feels. Like I watched the game this weekend. I go, nobody remembers Bama losing to FSU, and nobody remembers FSU winning that. It feels like it was last year.
I'm the only person that remembers. I'm the only person that remembers because that was a good day. That's the only time I got to cheer all year.
Crazy.
It's never. The FSU Alabama game was like the Daytona 500. Super Bowl was first game.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. What were you saying about Norvell and you being screwed? Sorry.
Oh no. I don't know the money situation. I know the buyout's huge, but you can't just stand like Ed's program at Florida State used to be and things like that. You just can't sit back and watch yourself lose. You're dead last in the ACC again in a conference that you should never ever be dead last in. You're dead last. You're down there with Boston College. I mean, you can't just continue.
Well,
to watch this.
You have their quarterback. Of course, you are.
I don't need. Listen, I don't. I wish I had answers. I have 0 answers. Honestly, at this point, I would take James Franklin. You know, I'd take James Franklin. At least he can build a program. At least he can build a program. We need rebuilding, so why not? Let's
look. I got a guy. The guy is a culture guy. He can recruit his tail off. He understands the state of Florida.
Yep. Yeah.
He runs the pistol a lot.
Yeah,
Good guy.
I wouldn't even be mad about it because like
You take Billy?
you don't have to listen. Hell no. After
Y'all
all the
need
smoke
Billy.
I've heard about that guy, woo, I don't
You
want
need
any part of that.
I would argue though.
Billy goes to
if-
FSU. Billy goes to FSU and just turns it into a Saban national dynasty because he gave
goes
up
on a
play
run.
calling finally.
I would say Napier's more likely to land on his feet than Norvell is right now. I would argue my fire coach is better than your fire coach.
Oh, I
They
would
can
agree.
recruit.
100%. I want John Gruden, but I know everybody's going to say that ain't never going to happen. You're probably right, never going to happen. But I would love to see John Gruden over there in Florida State. That'd be awesome. He'd be lighting fire under people's asses for sure, and I would love
I
it.
hope you get John. Just
That
so
would
you
be
guys can
great.
be right where you are again in 2 years.
I mean, I'm listen. I'm a Raiders fan too, and then we get blasted 30-1. We had 3 first downs. I mean, I had zero fun during football. Zero fun. Just no
yeah,
fun
the Jacks.
What
The
about-
Jacks. Jacks
Well, you
suck,
did
so.
have some fun after hours.
at all. After football was over for Sunday, I was like, you know what? Let's go have some fun.
The issue to me, because obviously when they sent Norvell that fat contract, it's not like they just said, here's their contract figured out. They gave him everything you could ask for. I mean, the roster you guys put together in the portal, the coaching staff, like what's going on? How are you?
He owes Jordan Travis all the money, buddy. I've said it for 2 years now. He still owes him.
Just
he
a
still
complete
owes Jordan
fraud.
Travis half his
Complete
paycheck.
fraud
It's
is where
complete
we're at.
fraud. Complete fraud.
Damn.
Yep, that's
Can
what
I
I
ask
got.
you
Complete fraud.
what could we see where Gus Malzahn takes the program over for a year interim wise
Oh God,
until
please
they
don't
figure
do
out
this.
Oh, please do it.
Don't
Just
do
after that
this.
response.
Just don't do
You see
it.
what I'm
God,
saying, though?
don't do it.
So we
you
were
wait a
talking
year
about
to-
because
to
of the
figure out
financial
your
situation.
coach?
Yeah, do you ride it out? But my thought process was like, in a year that the carousel is open for business, you almost got to play, right?
Man, this is.
Would
I
you
don't
take
know
Brian
what-
Kelly?
God, no.
So where do you
Guy's a
go?
joke, too.
Where do you
Where
go?
do you
Who do you
go?
want?
No, I don't know, but I can't stand to watch this anymore. We can't. We beat Cal, and we shouldn't have beat Cal. I've said
Do
it
you-
every week. We
Do
should.
you guys want Lane?
I would take Lane.
You're not
I'd
getting
be
him, but I
okay
was just asking. I was,
Well,
just
I know.
just wanted to see if there was-
Trust me. That's why I didn't even.
just
bring
one more
his
thing to
name up.
dangle in front of you. That's all I wanted to do.
Thank you.
Financially,
So you would
though,
take James
financially,
Franklin
though,
out of all? What about Fran Brown?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be. Fran Brown's probably not leaving Syracuse, but
What about Dion?
I don't know. I don't want Dion.
There's not many
think
options left.
medically
I mean,
wise,
Ryan-
We're
you
already.
were
We're
Kirby's-
already. It's
I would
already.
think
a
Fran-
shit
hey,
show. We
listen.
don't need that.
Hey, Brown though, Fran Brown to FSU. You know the cat can recruit his butt off.
I agree. I would love. I mean,
I
honestly,
think
I would
Fran.
not be
I
mad
think
about it. just
I
don't
think FSU is a better program than Syracuse, recruiting
it's
wise.
questionable right now. It's questionable.
Oh, look at this. Bet online odds on.
You're in a dip. You're not thinking real. You're thinking like we did last week before we fired Billy Napier. But look at us. We're jubilant. We got fresh breath air in us. You know, I made an awesome AI edit of Juice Kiffin with the "Come to the Swamp" dog collar
We're trying
on.
to find
I mean,
the money. Listen, we're trying to find the
screwdrivers
money
are
to fire this
flowing.
dude. I just know that I can't take watching any more of this. It's oh man, the ups and downs and just the inconsistency, and it's just how do you go play Alabama like you did, and then just like, oh, we don't play football anymore. I just don't understand it. Just doesn't make any sense.
I'm not.
Trey says bet
I'm
online
asking you
odds.
this.
Gators next coach Kiffin. I guess Kiffin is just like 0. Brom, which is coming from the clouds. Brom beat Miami this past weekend from LSU. Franklin at plus 300. Don't like that. Drinkwitz, who I've been a fan of, at plus 6, and Freeman at plus 7. I made a joking list, and I put Franklin as like this who's going to be the head coach for the Gators, and I said who UF is actually going to hire, and I put Franklin
Kiffin's
on there. It's what's going to
Plus
happen.
200.
Huh?
Kiffin's plus 200. Brahms plus
Got it.
300.
Thank you.
Franklin plus
Thank you.
600.
Thank you. Okay, Franklin's plus 600, Drinks plus 7, Freeman's plus 8. Okay, Urban's plus 9, which is crazy. Fish is plus 1,000, Golish is plus 12, Key is plus 12, and then Dillingham and Lashley following after that. Very interesting numbers here. Bet obviously, I kind of want to check maybe some of the other the call sheet sites and the Poly Market sites, like those other sites that show where fan bases are putting their money. That's always a fun one to take a look at. So Kiffin, Kiffin's plus 200, which is really good. There's 300 strong here, boys and girls. Be sure to smash it and like it. Look, they had conversations about Norvell yesterday, and I wonder where they're at in the discussion. You know, is it
It's
done?
heated up. It's heating up. But they got to find the money to fire this guy and pay him. Just that's like Florida's not going to be. You guys are going to be playing 3 coaches again.
Hey,
for the
don't
next 3 years.
We're okay with
don't
that.
deflect. Don't deflect.
I know you guys don't care.
You're
We're
going to be
doing the same
you're going to
dumb
pay
thing.
one coach the same amount we're paying 3 coaches. So, all right, I'll take what we're in.
Listen, I would fire Norvell and put Jordan Travis as my head coach right now.
Oh,
What's
boy.
the problem? Is it
Very bad.
Norvell's or is it Gus? Because Gus sucks too.
Well, they were together at Tulsa. That should tell you everything you need to know. They used to coach together at Tulsa.
gosh.
They both look like idiots. That should tell you everything you need to know. They brought Gus on,
right,
and
so-
it looked good out of the beginning, but now it's just Gus being.
You're
Gus.
out on Gus Malzahn then for interim head
Yes.
coach.
God, no. I don't want any. I want to get someone who's not an idiot. I mean, that's all I want. I mean, it's not hard to ask.
What about Braun?
Go
I mean,
recruit.
He can beat
Yeah.
Miami.
You can go get the cat from Tulane.
I honestly, South Florida's coach, Bush, I would
Golish.
like him too. I think.
So
he's
okay,
very-
I was going to
think
ask that.
he's
So
very-
Florida's in a very finicky situation where our hire has to knock our absolute panties off, right?
Correct.
I don't. Are Florida State fans there? Or does it not? Or are you willing to give a guy like an opportunity again?
I think to be willing to give a guy an opportunity just because, like, I don't know. It depends on how they feel. Like, do you want to give somebody an opportunity, or do you want to get somebody like Franklin, try to build the program like it used to be under Bobby Bowden? Like, I would be okay either way. I've got to see something else. I've got to stop seeing the transfer portal. All of our players coming from the portal. Stop piecing together a football team. Stop putting Band-Aids on it and start recruiting like you should. I mean, that's where we should be at, and that's not what we're doing. So we need somebody I would like a good recruiter. That would be my ideal situation, was to get somebody who will recruit players, because I'm tired of seeing the portal guys drive me nuts.
The Franklin he's great at winning a lot of games in a crappy conference. I think he'd fit right in.
I agree. Exactly. And you don't have to win a lot of big ones if you're playing, like what big games we have, Florida and Clemson sometimes,
Miami.
who's not very good right now either.
Yeah.
Miami sometimes.
I think Franklin might be a match, especially with how big your buyout is, not having to pay his buyout, because every other coach we just mentioned is going to have some sort of buyout that you're having to pay too. Franklin might be a match made in heaven for Florida
Franklin's going to get a good job. He's going to get a good job.
Yeah.
I think that would be the perfect opportunity. I'm not huge on Franklin, but I do like what he does and how he builds programs. So I don't hate it.
Amen to that. All right, let's get into some football, boys. We got Ole Miss. Lane did exactly what he needed to do. Put up a lot of points, showed that he could lead, showed that he has what it takes, and then, hey, he's like, I still got a job to do, and it's not here at Ole Miss. I gotta make sure we throw this bad boy. And falls to Uga. Welcome to G-Ville, Lane Kiffin. Look, Uga looks sharp, man, putting up 45, very similar to that Tennessee game. Again, Ole Miss always has kind of historically struggled defensively, so am I back on this Uga bandwagon? No, because I've seen it. But when faced with some adversity from a defense perspective, which Kentucky was able to throw at them, Bama was able to throw at them, they kind of get slowed down. They're a little sluggish looking, if you will. But a Kirby Smart coach football team is always dangerous. I've said this. Are they my go-to team right now? No, I still think there are some holes in them. And Alabama looked like the Alabama of old. I mean, Vandy looks damn near frightening, boys and girls. But Ole Miss and Georgia. Ty, you go, then Cody. I have to go to the little boys' room, so Ty, go ahead.
Yeah, man. So Ole Miss, to me, did everything they did right. Like, Chambliss played a good football game. They just didn't hold Georgia to a punt. Georgia never punted.
Yeah.
When a team doesn't punt, it's hard to win. I thought Trinidad played a good game. I thought Ole Miss's offense was fine, but Gunnar Stockton looked very good, and the Georgia offense looked incredible. And both of those, all those things put together, like, because they couldn't stop them. And when you can't stop anybody, you can't win. But I thought both teams played a good game besides Ole Miss's defense. Otherwise, it was a good football game.
Yeah, for sure. Ole Miss defense just, I mean, they were letting Georgia do whatever they wanted. They definitely got to figure that out. Definitely not the defense that we saw last year, right? From Ole Miss. Ole Miss definitely had a better defense last year, but we kind of talked about this. This year was going to be a little bit of a down year. I think they really spent the money and tried to make a big run with Jackson Dart, and then they had Austin Simmons this coming in this last year. So I think they kind of saved some money back for the portal and stuff like that. They gotta figure it out on defense. They gotta change some stuff up. Um, but Georgia just, I mean, just showing you again, like they're one of the best teams in college football yet again. It's
They
like
find
the
they find
Georgia
a way,
train
you
just
know.
keeps rolling. They
They just
always
seem to
find a
find a
way,
way. No
and
matter like
it seems like every time they need a big time play, they got a big time star to make it.
But on the Ole Miss side, man, I really like what Trinidad did. In a big hostile environment, 92,000 people, 92,000 strong, and he was in there and he was gutting it. I mean, he was he was dogging it. He was running around. He was making plays. Made plays with his legs. He looked like he'd been there. It was very impressive what he did. It was more impressive what Gunnar Stockton did. But hats off because I thought it was a great football game. I had Ole Miss in the game, but I didn't know that Georgia was never going to punt. If I would have known that, I probably would have taken Georgia.
Yeah, it was back. I mean, I heard the last one, but it was back and forth. Cody, did you go?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cody, are you on dial up today or what's up? I got Ty at on the road.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know.
You complain about ESPN all weekend shooting on an iPhone 3, and then you look
I
like
think it's
this.
yours. I think it's yours.
Oh, it's
Is your
me.
hamster
Me and
wheel
Ty
rolling?
look absolutely fantastic, and it's me. I'm hosting 45 people, and it's me. LSU boys. Oh boy. Brian Kelly. I mean, that's a name that we're not talking about because there was just so. I mean, was Brian Kelly lucky because of everyone else's saga with Napier, Norvell, and Hugh Freeze that he fell down the list of and Luke Fickell? Did he fall down the list? What's crazy is I was going through putting this show together, and if you could see the bottom topic bar, we asked all the questions and we answered all of them. Right? Is this the beginning to the end? I put yes. The Tennessee versus Bama. I go, it's Bama and nobody else. Like you'll see, like we nailed it. It was pretty funny when I was going back. I was like, damn, we did pretty good with our thoughts of it. Because this was the topic on Friday morning. But they want. Oh, that's you, Ty. I was like, what is that noise? They want Brian Kelly gone after an abysmal performance. Look, I feel for the LSU people, like losing when you hear the word Vandy, it just feels gross. But this isn't your dad's Vandy, boys. I don't know what we're talking about. You know what I mean? I mean, you got to put some respect on it. The boys are good. You can't. I mean, you go into that environment. They look fantastic. I didn't think it was going to happen, but the same things that was Brian Kelly was being asked about offensively. Garrett Nussmeier has been complete ass and has continuously been ass all year.
Well, I'm not ready to put all this on Nussmeier. Let's not get it twisted. Like the receivers aren't as good as they usually are at LSU. They seem to be missing those. They don't have the players they did. Green, obviously, returning is huge for that team.
For the run game.
God, that guy's a monster. But once again, like I was watching the game. Vandy's a better run football team right now. They have a better coaching staff. They have a better players. I never thought that in a million years I would sit here and say, but Vandy has better players than LSU. It was that simple. The coaching was better at Vandy. Brian Kelly, there was a play in general where I texted my buddy he's a big LSU guy. Once Kelly gone, has been wanting Kelly gone, but they ran a play to get a 2-point conversion, made it a 3-point game, and then they were driving down and they ran the exact same play to try to score because they had already seen that play before. And the fact that you get a 1st and goal and you don't throw a fade to Green, I mean, what are you doing? The guy's 6'7", 240, and he's got a guy who's 5'10", 5'11" on him. Like, how are we not throwing 3 jump balls to Green, spread him out, put Green out there, and just throw him a jump ball? I just don't – I don't know what they're trying – cute, whatever. It's Brian Kelly being Brian Kelly. LSU will be firing him at the end of the year. There's no way that they can continue to see this. It's not LSU football. It's been pretty bad, actually.
In all this, we say that. I mean, the guy's won 9 plus games every year he's been there, but their stretch here, they've got A&M at home. They go to Alabama and Arkansas, Western Kentucky, and then Oklahoma at Oklahoma. So I mean, he'll coach to the end of the year. He'll coach to the end of the year.
The brand of LSU. They didn't make the playoff last year, and they're not going to make the playoff this year. I mean,
no, I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you.
excusable.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. Yeah, I 100% agree that the expectations are higher. And look, the big one is just losing to Ole Miss and losing to Vanderbilt. The playoff hopes are. I mean, they may still be in control if they win out, possibly. I don't know exactly.
I just don't see it because the offense just doesn't look the way it usually does. We're used to seeing LSU with a good offense.
Are you trolling me, rookie? If you're trolling me, your ass is grass.
Oh boy, we're keeping Norvell. Everybody hates me.
Oh my gosh,
the world hates me.
It's true. It's true. It's Christmas again.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
I don't understand.
I love it.
It has to be a money situation.
Oh,
it's the only
dude.
thing that makes sense.
I just texted Holly.
It has to be a money situation. It has to be a money situation. There's no other pieces or anything. It's just got to be a money situation.
Can you tell Bozeman to turn down Adele back there? My goodness.
Is it that bad?
Crap,
Can you hear
dude?
it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You all right, bro? You going through it over there?
It's a perfect song. It's just, listen, this is a perfect song to come on for this announcement.
Oh my gosh, bro! Ty is just in shambles, bro. It's just in the deeps of it, in the deeps of hell over there.
The sad music got me.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Cody quit. I guess he's out. He's out as the ghost. I think
he's gonna make fun of me. I think he's making fun of me right now.
Oh, he might be dying. Yeah, it's 100% a money thing, dude. You just can't go like, look, you made your bed. Like you gave him. Listen. I'm trying to look at this from a non-biased perspective, but you guys are royally effed. I mean, like I've never.
It's not good. It's not good.
Look now. Here's the thing. I'm gonna say this. Okay. Florida could be in a similar boat with the next coach because of how much money they're gonna have to pay to the next guy. We're gonna be right there with you, and if that guy doesn't work out, you could be laughing at me.
You're still paying Mullen. And you're going to be paying Napier as well for 3 years. And then you're going to be paying another coach. So you're right. It's the situation of it. It is what it is. You know, when you give all these huge contracts and they give them the way they do and they piece them like they piece them together, it's definitely in favor of the coach. I always say that coaching, to me, money should be, just like players in the NFL. I think it should be a basis of how you performance-based contracts, in my opinion. But coaches don't get that. They get all the money up front no matter what.
Cody, did you hear while you were away? They just announced FSU that they're keeping Norvell.
No.
I swear. The show goes on. Hey, bro, it can't get any better, dude. It's amazing.
Dude, I'm telling you, football to me. Football to me has just been rough.
Did they do the Scott thing? The letter?
Florida's AD Mike was announced that he's sticking with Mike Norvell. Oh, yeah, look, Ty's gun.
Same thing. Can't do it. Yeah, we got the letter of confidence. I love it.
Oh my gosh.
That's incredible.
Yeah, you're crispier. That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. It's so good that Ty had to walk off the show. Yeah, that's some big time breaking news here on the show. We have been blessed over the last couple of days with just great breaking news. Look, that changes a lot of things now. I mean, so now that coaching carousel seems to be locked and loaded. okay, which we thought was going to be opening. The Auburn job, I think, is still up for grabs.
I
LSU is.
apologize, guys.
No, you're good. Did you? You're good.
Starting
Yeah,
to
yeah, I
hear
told you the
swirls
girls
of,
just want to have fun. It was just too much. I just told them I had to go turn it down. I'm on the road, boys. I'm on the road. Everything's fine.
Oh, hey, look, that is funny. FSU, they did the Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not leaving. We thought it was gonna be Billy. No. It was their counterpart. I love it. Now fix your
how you feel
camera,
about
Ty.
that, Ty?
Oh man, I'm in shambles over here. Everybody, calm down. What did I do? Jeez, this show must go on.
Oh, brother. All right, we got a couple
That's
super
tough.
chats here from my man Kyle. My man Kyle, I missed this. A Napier to FSU makes perfect sense. I mean, now that can't happen anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Now, given the circumstances, would you take Billy?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Still no. Either way, we're in a terrible situation.
$10, Kyle Petco. This is a great super
I'll be
chat.
right back.
If Lane Kiffin actually comes to UF, the Gators might need a second Twitter just to handle him. Florida fans haven't been this excited since someone said since Tebow might have eligibility left. Bro, you're not lying, dude. I like the synergy, the energy, whatever word you want to use to describe surrounding Lane coming to Florida. It would be monumental. Like that just we've seen. I can kind of get a gauge based on how many people are tuning in and watching. The idea of it has just shook college football to its core. We would need our own social media. No question. Great super chat,
Starting to hear some bubblings about Golish to Wisconsin.
I don't think that's a good spot for him. In all truthfulness, I don't like that at all.
They want to keep the South Florida pipeline open, and that's something they've went away from. Wisconsin used to have a great pipeline down into Florida to grab DBs, wide receivers, and they've lost that over the last couple of years with Fickle. I think it's a home run hire for the University of Wisconsin to go and get Golish.
Magic Mike, baby.
I mean, it's good for Wisconsin. I don't like the fit for him. I don't know. I don't like that spot for him, honestly. But maybe he'll turn it around. I don't know. Wisconsin's in shambles. They're the worst team, and they might be the worst team. They were worse than Florida State.
Yeah, they're bad.
Hawley said he doesn't think that you guys are still not coach shopping. He thinks it's just like a temporary hold. The announcement. I don't think you come out that announcement for a temporary hold. But if it gets worse,
I think it's a hold for next year.
How could it get worse? It can't get any worse. We can't.
What do you think the number is for him right now? 6?
The win total?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's got to beat Wake. They've got to beat Wake. They've got to probably beat Clemson. I don't see that happening. I mean, Clemson's bad too, but that whole conference is just insane right now. I don't even know what's going on. The teams that are supposed to be good aren't good. Miami's losing to Louisville. I don't know, man. College football is weird right now. It's crazy.
Very strange. And again, like we're talking about 5 different games here, and 3 of them may not have their coach next year, which is crazy to think about. And I said going into the season. Go ahead.
I think next year is a better year to go grab coaches if you're FSU. Because Mario's still going to be at UM, and Florida will have their coach. I don't think, minus LSU possibly firing their coach, that's probably the only big brand college that's going to fire a coach next year.
You know a name?
Cycles.
Yeah, you know a name that hasn't been tossed around that I'm shocked? Shane Beamer. How does he have a job?
I don't know.
Maybe their expectations in South Carolina just aren't,
I mean, I get it, but dang, dude. I think he ends up at Virginia Tech, if I'm being quite honest with you. I don't see him making it to the end of the year.
I mean, if he was going to go somewhere, I do think that Virginia Tech – it's not – once again, your brand of South Carolina is not as big as these other brands right now. And he had a good season last year, and he recruited well, and they had some good football players and Stewart, and the Sellers had a good year. But, I don't know. I don't think it's as big a deal in South Carolina. They'll probably give him some more opportunities, but we'll see.
I said it going into this year. It was going to be probably a big year because you had a lot of coaches going into their 4th and 5th year that had to do something. They had to make it work. Obviously, Napier was one of those guys. Fickle was one of those guys. Kelly was one of those guys. James Franklin was not on this list at the beginning of the year, but that had to make a move, or it was going to be the end of the road. And so it's going as I expected that it would, because not everybody can win. So it's going to be very interesting. I was taking a look at some of the coaches on the Florida's list, which we'll get into on another show. But it is interesting how Brent Key and Eli, how they're obviously a hot topic right now. And they really just hit it big on their 4th year. Like this year for Billy, if Billy does what those other guys did this year, like think about that. We're talking about possibly going after Brent Key and Eli. We're like, Florida fans are like, Brent Key. Not everyone's like Eli, but like these are names we're talking. If it's not Lane, go look at them. Sucked their first 3 years. In the 4th year, got it figured out. That's how close Billy was. This close to being dangerous. Like if it just could have worked out for the guy, he would have been in that category. Is what I'm saying, of like hot coaches to look at, and Florida would have got it right, which is the crazy thing. But it didn't. Obviously,
you know what though? There's a ton of almost good coaches out there. There's a ton of coaches that are
it's just
right on the cusp.
It's a finite game.
Precipice of being great. Yeah, it's when you're paying these guys as much money as they're getting paid. It's win or shut up.
Willie Brown, $5. Let's send Strickland to FSU. I mean, that would just really just bundle this whole thing. You know, I don't know if I had to come together with either a Miami. Look, I had a fantastic weekend. Tennessee lost. Florida State lost. Miami lost in great look, Ty doesn't even want to hear it. We won, and we get rid of I mean, come on. I mean, you want to talk about just creme de la creme. You can't ask for a better weekend. I mean, it's literally like somebody pinch me, you know?
We fired our coach.
That's what I'm saying. Like it was just sorry, Ty. This is on your a little.
Ty's
that's
got
on,
the same glaze.
I'm in the
Ty's
complete
the
opposite situation. Complete opposite.
Ty's got the same glaze look we did 3 weeks ago.
We've been there, bud.
I just didn't expect it to turn around this quickly. You know, I didn't expect it to be on the other side of it this fast.
Go look from week 1 to now. I mean, it was quick. You would have thought about just sucking the wind out of this man's sails, bro. It has been a slow decline. We've been at the bottom since Jump Street. So we went from economy class to first class real quick. You walked into first class like, damn, this bitch is nice. They go, Ty, you're back here, sir. Okay, already? Yeah.
You
just kept going back.
You ended up on another flight. You're on Spirit Airline.
I had to sneak
They're
on
like,
the flight. I had to dress as a flight attendant.
You got to walk across the runway. You don't even get the little bridge. You gotta walk across your ass across the runway holding your bag. You're holding your bag.
They walked him all the way back off the plane. Say sorry, this plane's full.
You're getting in this Coca-Cola can of a plane with one working motor.
Anymore, Ty. You're not even on the plane.
It smells like cigarettes. It rattles.
I'm waving you guys by.
Oh, brother.
You're wondering the last time it had a FAA inspection.
They said they're retaining Norvell through the season, full evaluation at the end of the year. I think that's healthy.
Fair.
And look, to be honest with you, there's no like a lot of people we were arguing for Florida, like there was no reason to fire Napier. Like you could have waited, like it didn't matter.
Yeah.
But the noise was so obnoxiously loud that you couldn't do it. You can't just keep sitting him out there for that.
They were screaming it in the stadium.
It could get to that
after you won.
It wasn't by enough.
After you won.
You could, and Florida State could get to that. I mean, it could. Right? But it's like right now, like the season's washed regardless. We're paying this guy regardless. Let's see if he can turn it around. I mean, I don't know because again, like it's not like you have a recruiting class that you're keeping together. So it's all very, very interesting on what Florida State is going to do here. But let's keep it rolling, boys. Let's get into this Tennessee and Alabama game. Again, we nailed it on the head. Right? It's Bama and not even close, right? Right. We were 100% right. This Bama team, I kept saying it. Tennessee was quietly getting it done. I didn't find them threatening, but their schedule in comparison to the rest of the SEC, and now it's like it feels like, is it hurting you? I'm thinking about NASCAR yesterday, right? A lot of guys were kind of riding in the back of the pack, and they kept saying like, well, are they going to be ready come late in the race when, it's time to get after it? Are they going to be used to ride up in front of the pack? It's kind of like Tennessee. They've been riding in the back of the pack, waiting to make a move, and then when it was time to ride in the front of the pack, they weren't ready to go, but Bama's been doing it for the last 4 weeks, right? Every week we're like, let's go see if Bama's either going to keep doing Bama or they're going to lose. And Bama looks like the Bama old in a time when football and their schedule's tough. Usually Bama has kind of this like, couple of cupcakes here and there. They've been battle tested, and Ty Simpson, after the Carson Beck debacle with 4 interceptions, 5 if the refs weren't giving him a freebie. And man, talk about that, because I was high on Miami, but I said, it's going to come down to Carson. I got to see what he does, and he answered my question. 72 hours later? So thank you, Carson, for doing that. But it's Ty Simpson. He's going to win the Heisman, and they're going to be a contender. But Ohio State looks really, really good too. But Tennessee, I think they're what they were last year. They'll be right on the cusp of making it or not. Depends on what happens in front of them.
Listen, this game was won and lost right at the end of the first half. That is when this game was over. Tennessee is down by, I think, 9, or it's 9 or 10. They're about to go in and score. There's 9 seconds left. They called the dumbest play call I've ever seen. They do a play action pass when there was 0 shot you were ever running the football. Aguilar throws a pick 6, can change the whole game. It went from a 1-possession game to a 16-point lead in a blink of an eye. And Tennessee was never going to recover from that, and they didn't. And then Alabama just did what Alabama's been doing all year except week 1, because I have to throw that in there because that's the only smoke I get all year.
Yeah, I got you. That's fine. Respect it. Ty? Or, excuse me, Cody.
Cody.
You know, early in the season, we talked about Tennessee possibly taking a step back from last year, and I was really pounding the table about, I don't know about this Tennessee. This Tennessee team could be not so great. I think it's starting to show. I think they're starting to get some injuries where they can't afford it. Starting to actually play some actual competition instead of the school of the blind, and it just shows you that competitive depth wise, I don't think that they have what it takes this year. Now they're going to get an easy game against Kentucky, but then they got Oklahoma, another easy game, North Mexico. Then they have Florida at home, which
New
what they
Mexico,
do with
Cody.
Florida at home.
North Mexico.
Yeah, North Mexico, New Mexico, please Navidad, okay? And then they got Vandy for their final game there, and
like, that's not
You
even a
could go on
thing.
it-
Like, nobody ever says North Mexico were you to mess that up. This isn't Dakotas.
I don't know. I was reading it too fast.
No, that's
North
not that. You
Mexico.
can't read it too fast. It's in M. Like you.
Okay.
You said Mexico.
wow.
Like, there's no such thing as North Mexico. I mean, I guess there is technically, but not like named North Mexico.
You don't think there's a college of North
No.
Mexico somewhere?
No.
University of North
Community
Mexico.
Let's see.
I love it.
I bet there
love it.
is.
I love
Cody's the
it.
man.
But
hope
I
there
just
is.
think
There might be.
I just think I just think that Tennessee was a team that leaned on Dylan Sampson in that defense last year, and it's starting to show that they don't have that kind of talent around them. They also lost Squirrel White and some other people. They're kind of a one-trick pony. And if you can stop them, they're very beatable.
They have probably 3 more losses. I think Oklahoma is it's going to be tough. Vanderbilt's going to be tough, and they play Florida on the road. And again, it's a rivalry game, and we're revived here at Florida. We're winning out. So I see 2 to 3 more losses for sure. Two at minimum, which would put them at 4. So they're done. The Tennessee reign is over. Their possibility of making the playoff is done once again. Look, I mean, kudos to Heupel, though. I mean, given the debacle that he had, I think they've been much better, I think, than we originally thought. This is an interesting little line here, because we as fans point to stats a lot, which are important, right? Josh Heupel's 12-12 is for first-ranked teams. That's probably pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, when we look at
That's
the
500.
yeah, because people always say, like, oh, this so-and-so's, blah, 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 blah versus ranked teams. Like, outside of Kirby and Dabo, because of the longevity, and Kurt Singetti right now, I wonder, there isn't probably too many people with above 500 against ranked teams. Dan Lanning's probably close. Josh Heupel's obviously right there. Franklin is nowhere near close where he needs to be. Cristobal's probably close, maybe. Maybe not. So when we say these things, it's like, guys, there's not many. I mean, we just can't keep saying everybody sucks. Yeah. Not everybody. And DeBoer's probably close now too. He's had a run this year that's probably put him over the echelon. He had some runs at Washington too, so he probably has above 500.
Well, I can tell you one person. Mike Norvell could never get a coaching job at North Mexico, because North Mexico would never hire that scrub.
I gotta find out if it's actually a college now. We get like community college of some sort.
I love it.
You need it.
Dude, I'm creating that college in NCAA football immediately.
Thank you. It exists now.
I wish there was like a stat. I wish I could just pull up like every coach's record.
There's Northern New Mexico Community College. Suck
Northern-
on that. That's pretty close.
That's close. That's not bad. That's close.
Yeah, well, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
They don't even have a
North Mexico Chupacabras.
Oh yeah, they're the Eagles. I mean, how do you not know about Northern New Mexico College, the Fighting Eagles out there? How do you not know about that great team?
This show's a mess. How do we have 400 people here watching this madness is beyond me. I appreciate you guys though. Be sure to smash the like button.
I am greatly appreciative because it is madness.
It is. Eli, coming off the ropes off of a tight one against Auburn here. Now again, I said, is this actually Hugh's last weekend? Yes. I feel that it is his last weekend. People were giving Eli some flack. I don't know if you guys saw. He kind of pulled a Kirby-esque, was on top of the tables, fired up the student section after their win over Auburn, and they're like, you beat a 3-4 football team, guys. This Auburn's a good team.
Mizzou.
I mean,
Mizzou.
But Auburn's a good, like they're no joke. I think like they've won the last three. All three of their 4 losses are 1.1 score losses. Like they're brutal losses. I mean, they are gut punches, and that's where it's like if you're an Auburn fan, you want Hugh gone. It's like, damn, bro, at least just get blown out or something. Like they're like in this like just twilight zone. That's a talented football team. We talked about it a handful of times in this offseason. Where it's like they've got the pieces. Is it just going to figure itself out? Jackson Arnold obviously is not the answer, but hell of a football game. I mean, once again, their defense keeps them in it, keeps it close, and I think it's a massive win for Mizzou and for Eli Drinkwitz. These are games that are important to win. I think that we're in a day and age of like you've got to win by 65 against teams that aren't ranked, and then win the close ones versus teams that are ranked. I hear you. The SEC, man, the parity that we have right now, it's in all conferences. I'm not trying to be this like, you see it in the ACC too. FSU struggling against trees. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. We got Louisville taking down Miami. We're seeing UCLA going on a historic run in the Big Ten now. Penn State loses again against Iowa. Like the parity is bigger than it's ever been. And so, although they may not have a ranked number next to them, which is honestly an absolute joke, we've established that the AP rankings are utter trash. It's really hard to put, like, just because you're not in the top 25 doesn't mean you're ass, if we're being quite honest. So this was a phenomenal win from Eli. After a tough loss against Alabama the week prior, very easy to kind of be down on yourself going into this game. You're getting punched in the mouth early against Auburn. They hold on and get it done in overtime. It was a fun game to watch. A lot of great games this weekend that outside of the Bama-Tennessee game, which went as kind of like your typical Bama-Tennessee game in the past, all these games were incredible to watch. Incredible to watch. Ty?
Yeah, I mean, this game is what I thought it was going to be. I know I said Auburn's defense might be able to win it for them, but Auburn's defense put up a good fight. They just didn't have enough in the tank. Coleman had a good game, even though, Jackson Arnold still isn't the guy he hasn't developed at all, in my opinion. He's still the same guy he was last year. Coleman's doing the best he can with what he has. The guy's a beast wide receiver. He's probably a top 10 pick in the NFL. Like he's a monster. Yeah. And then you got, they held Hardy to 54 yards rushing. The Auburn defense did everything they could to win the game. They just, it's not enough. And they got, the team's better than their record for sure. They have a lot of stars on that football team, but they just can't, they don't score enough points to win. It kind of sucks. It's tough to be an Auburn fan, just watching it, knowing you have all those pieces and all the people in the right places, and you can't find a way to win football games. Richard
said, I was there. Arnold just won't sit in the pocket as a passer. This was DJ's struggle the first couple of weeks. They would, again, people have to understand, sometimes sacks aren't always on the lineman. It's on the quarterback, extending that pocket and bringing it too far back and not stepping into the, I mean, Jalen Hurts, if you watch him, the guy is a monster of being quiet. And even, like, I hate Kyler Murray. I don't think he's a good quarterback, but he's great of stepping into the pocket and then exploding at the right time. Marshall Reed does a really good job of this too. Surprisingly, we see these guys and we think, oh, they're mobile quarterbacks. The ones that are great mobile quarterbacks are the ones that step in first, wait, and then it's like you forget they're there, and then they explode out of the pocket. It's like, crap, they can run too.
Pocket presence is something that no one really ever talks about, and it's probably one of the bigger things in college football when you're a quarterback. It's because if that pocket's there, you step up in the pocket and make the throw. Some of these guys now, they want to run outside the defensive ends, and they don't want to step up in the pocket and take the easy way.
Caleb
it's
Williams
definitely
struggled with this. This is why I was hesitant on Caleb Williams, because
he's still struggling with it to this day.
He's better.
Yeah,
Ben Johnson's done a good job with him.
running yourself into sacks.
Yeah.
You run yourself into a sack.
But, and again, this is something that I was very irritated with the DJ situation because he didn't do it in freshman year. I'm like, how is someone not saying, like, bro, just step up? Like, I would simulate pressure as much as we can, and it's like one of those things, like, as soon as you step past this line, like, you just shock them. You know what I mean? Like, that you're going too far. Step back up into the pocket. And Arnold's doing that as well. How again, Hugh with you assume his life is on the line here. We 2 weeks ago, we asked Jake when there was smoke of, like, he's not going to make it through this week, was like, yes. And then he tweeted out, I was like, you got to fire him. I've never been a big Hugh guy. I've had a handful of bad takes on this show. I'm reminded constantly. I'm taking this one to the bank. I said this from the moment that he got there, that it didn't make any sense. The hype that they continue to receive every year, year in and year out, didn't make any sense because there was no data to support it, especially from a talent perspective. Now, he's done a good job recruiting, but prior to him, they didn't have recruiting classes that supported for any reason for them to do well. And it was just simply like the Hugh Freeze was a sexy, splashy hire. Outside of that, nothing supported them being good. So I'm proud of myself for being right. Look, I've got plenty of wrongs. I'm not going to throw my shoulder off, tap in the back here, but I got to make sure I reminded these people that sometimes, like, I do get, a broken clock strikes twice, twice a day. So
broken clock's right twice a day.
I think we're both kind of out on Hugh Freeze this year and last year.
No. Don't come riding on this boat. Don't come try to get your own take. Don't gotta try to take my thunder.
Okay.
We'll find your own.
When he signed Jackson Arnold from the portal, I knew it was over. You just I mean, it's like stamping the U.S. mail. His firing's coming. He's had 3 years of terrible quarterback play, and it's not getting any better. Jackson Arnold's not the guy. They have all those wide receivers that are going to hit the portal. It's going to be great for teams looking for wide receivers. Hey, maybe we grab one. It's kind of it almost doesn't even make sense on why you couldn't go get a guy from the portal not named Jackson Arnold. Like, how you fell in love with that guy is very questionable of your talent evaluation.
How you don't get like a John Mateer, yeah, is definitely crazy. So Hugh Freeze buyout's $15.4 million, and I just wonder, what are they waiting on?
I don't think the seat is as hot as what Billy Napier in Florida was.
Okay.
I don't know why. I mean, they've ran coaches off for less, the boosters. I don't know. Maybe they're waiting to see what other colleges are going to fire their coaches and see what's available. I don't even know where you go Auburn-wise as a head coach.
It's hard right now
because it's
tough.
It's weird, right? I think that's kind of what you were saying, like Ty, like how you were feeling, like where do you go? If Lane is your hottest topic and it feels like he already has a destination in mind, I don't know where that is, but if whoever that is, good for them. Choo choo. But you kind of look around and like we're talking, and when you go look at numbers, it's like you're not necessarily just getting this massive upgrade, like a guarantee. Like, you're taking a risk anywhere you go. You're gonna have to put your nuts on the table and hope that it works out. Like Florida State did it with Norvell. Like, what you did with Norvell wasn't outrageous. You extended a guy who should have been in the playoffs. Made my day that you weren't, but I can call with truth. Like, you should have been there. Yep. You're going undefeated. Like, that's phenomenal. If that guy's somewhere else, you're knocking on his door. Like, you would have loved to have him that following year. Like, let's not be dumb here, okay? If Franklin at the beginning of the year, a lot of schools would have been on that board. Like, that's how quick this stuff moves. Ryan Day, again, we always go back. Ryan Day was out of a job and won it. in a 4-week
Yeah.
span, and now he's considered a unicorn within a matter of
It
4
is
like how he's
wild. It
from not
is-
having a job to a
it's
unicorn.
wild.
It's crazy how college football is. So yeah, I it could be just like everyone's like fire, 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 and you start looking around. It's like, man, all these people are in these crazy ass deals. Maybe we just ride it out because we don't want to be in what a situation that Florida State's in, a situation
Maybe-
that Florida could be in here soon.
Maybe they give the reins to young freshman quarterback and let him spin the ball. I don't know if maybe they force him. Maybe they say, listen, if you toed out Jackson Arnold one more time, you're gone. Like go let the true freshman we played all this money for.
Yeah, let your 5-star get after
well-
him. I agree.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Now, though, now that you've wasted all this time, you might as well just keep him and play him maybe 3 games because you got the 4-game thing to where you can hold him as a red shirt. So you might as well just go ahead and do that and take that opportunity. You can maybe play him at the end of the year but at this point your season's pretty much shot. You don't really have anything going for you. I think they should just hold on to him and then play him the 3 games at the end of the year. That way he at least gets his red shirt.
Let's see who they got left.
$2. Billy was an offense coordinator away. Yeah, I mean, it's how it feels like.
Arkansas. They got at Arkansas this weekend. They have Kentucky, they have Vandy, they have Mercer, and they have Alabama at the end of the year. I think you stick him in. I think you stick him in at the UK game, and you let Deuce Knight get his feet wet before they have to
Kentucky.
go face Alabama. Yeah.
Yeah. $5. Lane almost took Auburn the first time. He may take it this time. I think the situation. I mean, Florida didn't seem to be because we just hired Napier and we were pretty bought in on Napier. I think that the times were different then, to be quite honest with you. I don't think it was a. Again, if in my opinion, I could be wrong. If it comes down to if it's money's not a factor and it's just like, hey, where do you want to go? I believe he chooses Florida over Auburn. I think he wanted to get close to the sun, and Auburn was the opportunity there. Real quick, I wish sometimes that I could just like pull somebody out of the chat and bring him in. Because it's like, I don't know if maybe I'm reading their comments wrong. Or it's like, you don't hear me. It's like, so you like Lane Kiffin over Ryan Day? That's not what, I mean, I don't like Ryan Day.
Ryan Day's not an
But
option.
when everybody always yells of like,
Right.
what has somebody done? Ryan Day fits the things that you check. He's won the big one. That's all that I was alluding to. Then you go a national championship,
He won the
second best
first ever
college football
12-team
coach.
playoff.
So hold on. So a national champion, second best college football coach at LSU, and he's an effing unicorn. I mean, he's a unicorn in this day and age. He's one of 3. I mean, that's
He's first.
right.
I mean, he's got national titles. I mean, they don't lose. Ohio State wins a lot of football games. I don't know.
I'm not like
I think
I
they're
don't
leading
know.
the Big Ten right now.
I'm not asking for Ryan Day, guys. Like, keep in mind here, I was just simply talking about. I don't even know what I even said. I was using it as an example of like.
Exactly.
Just-
I think it
just
took
like-
you out of context.
I was
Right,
just
I think
simply
it took you out
talking
of
like
context.
how crazy the game is of like how he
Right.
went from being hated, being fired to now it's like
Right.
Ohio State treasures this man. That's all that I was saying.
Loves him.
It's like
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
how do we
he's
how my
perfect right
words
now.
get just completely just
It
ran
just-
over.
I think it was taken out of context. I was thinking it was taken out of context. When you said unicorn, I mean, not unicorn, but he's one of the better coaches in college football. He
Yeah,
just can't,
I mean,
he had to beat
look,
Michigan.
I got
That's
a little.
all.
I was
Yeah,
a little,
yeah.
maybe a little overzealous with my
Right.
word usage there. But it's like the sense of
Out
like
context.
he's a unicorn in the sense of like him, Kirby, and Dabo are like they're in their own little like world of when we say, oh, this guy's the one, the big one. It's only. Yeah, Ryan Day dyes his beard. I don't want Ryan Day. I
would dye my
don't
beard
care
if
that
I
he's done
had a
all these
beard.
great things. I don't like the guy.
None of that. Ryan Day is not going anywhere. I mean, he's cemented into Ohio State.
Yeah,
so
he's-
he's not going anywhere.
What's the guy with the sweater vest that is Ohio State before Urban or before? Yeah,
Jim Tressel.
Tremmel.
Yeah, he's going to be
Tressel.
Tressel.
Jim Tressel.
He will be. Tressel was there for what, like 2 decades.
He was
Yeah,
there for
right?
a long time, for sure.
And it was like it got to the point where it's like we got to get rid of this guy, but he's been here for so long and he's done so many great
One-
things. Like, how do
one-
we get rid of him?
That's it. I mean, that's how it goes. Like, no matter how bad Nick Saban ever was or was going, like, he never was. But I'm saying if he would have coached bad, they still wouldn't have let him go. Like, he was cemented in until he wanted to go. We had those days. We had the Bobby Bowden days where he was, no matter what happened, he was going to be our coach. It just is what it is. You guys
Richard
had him with
says,
Spurrier for a long time.
Auburn, yeah. Auburn City is way nicer than Gainesville, and I'm a Gator. Look, I don't think it's coming. Like, I don't think Lane is going to. I truly believe there's more of like the nostalgia part of it and wanting to play for Florida than like place of living. Also, he's a big fisherman. Okay, I don't know how close Auburn is to the Gulf. I think it's like 5-6 hours. I think. I mean, he's pretty close.
He gets to live in Florida. I think that's good enough.
And Day has the highest winning percentage in history right now. So maybe I was right with my unicorn. All right, apology accepted. Whoever was giving me crap, I can't remember your name. All right, let's get it. We're rocking. Great show so far. Ty, you good? You still look sad. Are you all right?
Yeah. No, I'm fine. I'm
Okay.
I'm already.
Napier sucks. What's that name? Damien. What's his, right? The court. Bro, I bet my buddy on this game, dude. Cause I was sold, man. I sucked ass, and I can't wait to get Bozeman crap, dude. Cause did you see Bozeman on Wednesday? He acted like a complete baby. So I literally had to let him win because of how much he pouted on. It was unbelievable. He was like, I don't have any time. I did him a favor. He had his best week ever because of me. It's like I can't with this guy. He's just every week he's just ups and downs. It's just a roll. That's how Gator fans are, I guess. They're never happy. But I sucked, and I thought for sure Utah was gonna come in and just stomp BYU. I was not a believer, and I gave you every stat of why you should pick BYU. They're 18-1 going back to last year. They're like on a 36-game win streak at home. All these great statistics that says that you should pick BYU today, and I go, give me the Utes, idiot. And I should have known better because I watched these Duff Muffins against Texas Tech, and it was exactly the same game. It was the exact same game, and I was losing my damn mind. Like, holy crap, how do you suck so bad? Kyle, you lost your fastball, bitch his ass, put somebody else in with a damn pulse, and go beat the other Mormons, brother. I was hot, bro. I was so damn pissed because I bet my buddy, and it's not even about the money. I was talking smack beforehand, bro, because this guy was like, you're a bum. All the mean things I could say to him, and now he gets to laugh. He just said cash or card. What do you want to do? He didn't even talk smack back. That's the worst. I was ticked, bro.
Cash or card. I love that.
Them boys suck. I'm Kyle Whittingham. Where's Camp Rising? Does he got one more year?
Yeah.
Golly, bro.
He's driving a UPS truck now, bub.
He might be retired, honestly. He might not even have like any kind of job. He just might be retired. He's so old.
Screw you.
All I know is in this game, BYU. I picked BYU in this game. It's Provo, man. I didn't know why being dog at home just makes it made no sense to me. I didn't.
I agree.
It. BYU at Provo, Bachmeier and what was LJ Martin? Yeah, LJ Martin just ran the football. They played BYU football. It's nothing pretty, but it gets the job done, and all they do is win football games. They're probably going to be that team that gets into the playoff. They might win the Big 12. Who knows? Like it's
first round
wide
bounce
open over there. Probably a first round.
They
First round. Even get if they go and lose one game, they still probably get the auto bid, even if they don't win the Big 12.
Texas Tech lost this weekend too.
Right.
Yeah.
Arizona State.
Big loss. Yeah. Look, I think Vegas felt like I felt. I mean, this Utah team should have beat BYU. I mean, they couldn't move the ball offensively. They were playing one-sided. I don't understand why in this day and age of college football, we've talked about it, right? Florida hasn't had an offense, but that was for different reasons. But again, Auburn, we just talked with them. Like they're missing a piece of their team. It's like you can fix it quickly now. Kyle Whittingham is disappointing to me. I love Kyle. I think that he's a phenomenal head coach, and that's why I really felt that they were going to get over the hump because I think they have a really talented football team. But Napier sucks. He's ass. Like there's just no way around it. The guy you got to get that guy out the football field. You lost to a guy that's wearing 47 at quarterback, bro. He's done it twice to me. He's done it twice.
47.
You don't watch Utah football. You watch them 2 to 3 times a year. And the 2 times that I tuned in to watch them, I'm seeing the same bullcrap in a 5-week span, bro. And I put my nuts on the line for you twice. Dead to me. This is why I hate Xander Schauffele. Shit like this. The same crap. The same crap. I get told all this stupid stuff. Xander sucks. We're talking about golf there for a minute. He's ass. There's no dog in him. He's a pansy. Same crap. Everybody's good Monday through Friday, Ty. Everybody's good when there's
Listen.
practice. That's not what I care about. I want a dog. Dampier's not a dog.
BYU is going to get tested here real soon because
kitty
BYU
cat.
goes to Iowa State, then they go to
Iowa
Texas
State
Tech,
sucks
then
too.
they have TCU, and then they go to Cincinnati. I'm just saying
They're losing
going
to
get
Cincy.
tested.
I'm taking my boy Cincy.
At Cincy,
I'm
actually
taking
think
Cincy.
They might lose. They might lose. They could easily lose 2 or 3 games over the next couple of weeks.
No.
They have Texas Tech and
That was
Texas Tech.
I don't. Oh, they have Texas Tech.
TCU, yes,
They could lose that game.
and they could lose in Iowa State too. Don't get it twisted.
Stop it.
Tell you.
Tyler, you didn't make me upset. Sorry, Dad. You didn't make me upset. I don't mind you pushing back. I mean, just don't yell at me about. Listen. Just make sure you listen. When I talk.
He's sensitive these days. You gotta be careful.
I'm a little upset. Yeah, sorry. Did you have any
Cash
thoughts,
or
Cody? Or
card?
you just gonna sit there and yawn?
Cash
Like,
or card.
I mean, it was a boring game to watch. It wasn't great. A lot of run the ball, which is okay. It looked like old classic Big Ten slobber knocker fest.
It was just
okay?
yeah. Look, nothing
The number
against
47
BYU.
quarterback's driving me nuts. The 47 quarterback drives me nuts.
Yeah,
I don't know.
BYU's
I
kicking
can't-
ass and taking names. Like, I'm not saying BYU's a bad football team. I just told you they're 36-0 at home for the last 2 years. They're 18-1 going back to last year. Like, they're dogs. I just thought that Utah Utes and Kyle Whittingham were going to be able to get the big one done. I thought they were going to take down this mammoth. I thought they had it to the juice to get it done. And again, I still think they do. You take out Dampier and put me at quarterback, I think you may. But BYU is a good football team. I think they're going to. I think they're going to win out. Ty's trying to say they're going to lose, not me.
I think they
suck.
might lose 2 games moving forward after looking at their schedule. I hadn't looked. I'm telling you, going to Iowa State's going to be a struggle for them. It's just tough to go to Iowa and play football. I mean, it's just Iowa. No one wants to be there to begin with. I think they might lose that game, and I think they probably lose to TCU, Cincinnati, or Texas Tech, or maybe 3 of them. I don't know, but I do think that BYU is going to get exposed to the extent of where you're going to see what they really are and what they aren't.
Excuse Ty, guys. All he knows is understands is losing right now, so it's hard for him to comprehend anything else. Love you too,
Wait
Ty.
a minute, losing one? Oh, okay. Are you talking about me? I mean, this guy's name's Tyler S. He's got.
No, I'm talking about you. Yeah, you've lost 4 in a row, so you're just negative.
Oh, you're talking about Florida State. I'm not being negative. I'm
Yeah.
telling you what BYU actually is. And what
No,
they
you're
are.
good at picking games that aren't your team for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. No doubt about it. I got Mizzou. I had BYU. I had Bama to win. I had Vandy to win. I had Ole Miss, so I missed one.
Yeah, I took Ole Miss. I took LSU. I took Bama. I took Mizzou. Yeah, I was off. I was 2 for 4.
Well, to be fair, I'll take a 1.5 because I thought Tennessee would cover. So I said Tennessee would cover, Bama would win. So that's like a half a point.
Ty just making the rules.
Yeah,
There we go.
Middle of the road.
Rough week.
What'd you
Well,
say?
we'll bounce back again next week. That's what we do.
I thought LSU would look a little bit better with Green, and obviously he was a spark in the offense.
They didn't use him properly. The problem
They
is
just
they
didn't
didn't use
use
him properly.
Well, boys, great show. We'll talk Heisman tomorrow live at 9:35. We're rocking and rolling. It's been a fantastic week. Live tonight at 8:15 with the champ and with Graham Hall talking all the news surrounding Billy Napier. We have a presser, I think, at 12 with the new head coach. Busy day, busy times. Y'all be good, baby. Peace and love.
The prof with the stats, the champ with the fist, more to bringing fire, cowboy, tie, riding bold. Bulls calling bets, watch the stories unfold. And it's truly eyebrows running the show. It's high top sports, baby. Let's get it.